Well, I'm here with former Wimbledon champion Richard Krajicek. Before we look at the men's final tomorrow, let's take you back to your Wimbledon, triumphant Wimbledon back at 1996. What are your abiding memories of that day? What can you remember first?
I remember first, I think, that when we were at the net taking the pictures, the streaker came by, so that was interesting. Didn't expect that start. And yeah, it was quite rainy that day, and actually the whole tournament. We had to go off the court a few times, but I won a straight set, so it was a good victory and yeah, my best memory of my career.
And for us who haven't done it, what's it like to walk out onto centre court for a Wimbledon final?
You're quite nervous actually, and I think it depends who you play. If I would have played maybe Sampras in the final, then there's a different kind of nerves, like okay, I don't want to get killed out there. And but now I went on court like being the favorite because I played Mel Washington, was a good player but not really a grass court player, so I was like, okay, this is maybe my biggest opportunity, and then end up actually my only opportunity to win Wimbledon. So yeah, you feel a lot of pressure, a lot of things go through your head, and you have to focus in the here and now, but you're only thinking about what happens if this happens, what's going to do with that happens. So you have to control your emotions and your thoughts.
When you're a spectator sitting in centre court, it's a very, very loud and enclosed arena. It's a great arena to watch tennis in. What's it like as a player? Is it as loud? Do you notice it as much?
Yeah, you notice it, but only the first couple of games you have the nerves, and then once you get you get used to it. You know, it's like living next to a train station. The first couple of days you notice it, and then you don't even hear it anymore. So and at least it doesn't affect you in a negative way. So no, it's but the first couple of games you're a bit nervous. You hear the crowd a lot, and then it just becomes part of the whole ecosystem basically.
And Djokovic and Federer have clearly done it several times before. Do you think that much helps them?
Yeah, I think so. I think both are used to it, but I think both are going to feel a lot of tension. And Novak wants to win, of course. He wants to win the third title badly. He wants to maybe eventually close in on Roger's amount of Grand Slams. And Roger is also going to feel pressure because he wants to win. And even though I think he's got for sure another 3 good Wimbledons in him after this one, but yeah, when you get older, how strange it is. You think, oh, you achieved so much, but you actually get a bit more nervous. You're like, okay, this might be my last chance. So, so that's going to be also maybe the bit of pressure that Roger's going to feel.
How much do you think last year's final that was so close? Do you think that'll have a bearing on the match tomorrow? The memories of that?
Only the physical part, but I think we all knew that, and I think Roger knows that, and I think Novak knows that. You know, when it becomes a long match, then I think it's more in favor of Djokovic. But if Roger serves the way he served yesterday, then the match will be short, quick rallies, and I think that's what Roger wants: short rallies, and especially if he serves like yesterday, then I think he can win his 8th title.
And also for Roger, physically, really, he's had a relatively comfortable route through, just the one set gone.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I before the semis, I said there's no way Roger can win Wimbledon. I mean, when he was did he play Andy and then Novak? I thought that if he beats Andy, which I didn't expect to be honest, then he's going to be so tired because it's going to be a tough, long match. But yeah, he won in straight sets and in 2 hours, just over 2 hours. So that doesn't affect him. So now I give Roger a very good a chance. Actually, maybe even a little bit more than 50-50, although it depends on the serve. He doesn't serve as well, and he's going to have to work for his service games. Then Novak, yeah, is just such a tough competitor, and then it will be difficult. But if Roger serves like yesterday, then Novak's going to get frustrated. Roger's going to loosen up even more. That's what happened halfway through the second set. Because actually the first set I thought Andy was the better player if they got into a rally. But then from like about 2-1 in the second set, then Roger got so loose and he played so well. So the serve is key.
Just finally, how much do you think the fact that Djokovic lost that French Open final, the heartbreak of that, will spur him on to even better tomorrow?
No, I don't know if it spurs him on. No, he's a competitor, and I don't know if it's a positive or negative. I think it's either effect. I think next year when if he's in the final again, then I think a lot of psychology will happen, positive or negative for Novak. But he's won this tournament a couple of times. He wants to win it again. There's pressure that he's felt before, and he has to deal with an unbelievable, great competitor in Roger Federer, great player. So no, I don't think the French Open is any factor.
Quick score prediction? Hard to predict.
It's so hard to predict. I mean, if Roger, because I said yesterday that Andy will win in 4. And I think if Roger would have served any less, there was a good chance for that. So I say Novak in 4, but if Roger serves like yesterday, it might be Roger in 3.
Okay, we'll see. Thanks,
Okay.
Richard. Cheers.